When I was in college, I had to take a summer course. So my friends and I would go to the beach, they would surf, and I would take Adderall and do homework. And one day, I was on a lot of Adderall at the beach, and I see these children running after seagulls and trying to grab them from behind, and I was like, there has to be a better way. So I go up to the children, and I'm like, all right, look, give me 2 towels and a bag of popcorn. You dig a ditch. So I'm lying underneath these towels with popcorn on my chest. And I realize what Adderall does. When you would normally think, why would I do this? On Adderall, you think, how do I do this? I caught 8 seagulls that day. They are much heavier and more aggressive than they look. In college, my friend told me the best way to write an essay is if you smoke weed and do Adderall at the same time. He said, weed gives you the ideas. Adderall, the discipline to continue those ideas. Bulletproof. I start writing 6 pages on how much I love indoor pools. I know my assignment has nothing to do with this, but the Adderall gives me the confidence to not care. And I think that's because uppers are fun for whoever's doing them at the expense of everyone else. Now, when I was in college, I was trying to get the rest of my body to catch up to my neck. So before I'd work out, I would drink this stuff called Explode. And I loved Explode. But after a few months, it stopped working as well. So I went online to find a more extreme supplement, and I found one called the Dark Rage. One of the reviews said this: Day 1, I started the rage. Day 2, I fought someone at the mall today. And that was the last entry. The site said, if you have any questions, call the Rage hotline. I call the hotline, and it's not a normal ringtone. They play that song by Disturbed where it's like... The guy picks up and he goes, you feel that? I was like, excuse me? He goes, ooh, ah, 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 and he hung up. So I buy the Dark Rage. I love the Dark Rage. One time I was at the gym drinking Dark Rage, and I saw a woman with the same energy drink. I went up to her and I was like, hey, do you actually like Dark Rage? And she was like, do I? I take it and I put it in a coffee grinder, and that separates the amino acids from the sugars. I skim off the acids and I put them in a humidifier next to my bed. The humidifier vaporizes the acids, and I inhale pure rage all night. I was like, wow. She looked like, you know Ariel from The Little Mermaid? But if she had the torso of her dad. I thought she was irresistible.